Hello, hello, hello.
My guy!
There you go. Sorry, it took a minute for me to get in because my internet here is kind of slow.
It's all good,
There you go.
brother.
Can you see me? You can see me?
Yes, sir.
There you go. That's perfect. That's perfect.
What's up with you, Maya? What's up with you? There you
Yeah,
go.
yeah. Oh shoot, I got my music playing in the background. I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm just happy to be here. Finally got in the Philippines, doing my quarantine right now, and oh man, I'm just excited to be here.
How long have you been back in the States? For like a whole year?
Whole year, like
Yeah.
372 days, something like
Damn,
that.
bro. So the last time you were here was Alab.
Yeah,
Round.
Alab. Yeah, we were supposed to play Singapore, and then our game got canceled. And then a couple days later, we got the news that everything was going on lockdown.
So when you found out that the ABL was gonna get postponed, you were out.
Yeah, I was everybody because America started closing their borders and everything.
Exactly.
Donald Trump was the president at the time, so we didn't know what was gonna happen. So
Yeah,
we just had to get home.
oh, for sure, man. But it's nice to see you, brother. It's nice to see you.
Yeah, you too, man. Good to finally talk to you.
Yeah, for sure, man. How you keeping sane out there in your quarantine, bro?
Man, just watching a lot of Netflix, doing some little as much workouts as I can with
Yes, sir.
everything I have in here, and talking to my family.
You've been on Warzone the whole day, huh?
I try to be, but the internet's not good, so it's
I
not fun
see
to
you.
play.
How many days you got left?
I got 4 days, including this one. So the rest of today, and then
Three
three
more
more.
around Wednesday, Thursday. All right. That's
Yeah.
couple more days. Guys, I'm with Jeremiah Gray, newest 3x3 pro basketball player out here in the Philippines. I believe he's the second guy to announce his entry to 3x3. I know that wasn't the original plan, but it'll have to do for now.
Yeah.
But man, it's great to have you here, brother. I'm sure everyone's been looking for you and Jason. I talked to Jason. Jason's about to show up within the week, but people been wanting to know what's up with you, like just your whole story, brother. I appreciate you for the time, man.
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
Maya, first up, like, what was the whole process like entering the draft, bro? Entering the draft.
The PBA draft, man. I mean, I remember I was actually talking to my uncle Brody, and he told me, it won't hurt to put your name in. Like, you never know what will happen. Like, just put your name in and let's see what happens. So the process was, it was cool. I mean, once I heard news that they may have a chance to let us in, I started to get really excited because I was like, oh, shoot, I'll finally have a chance to get in the PBA. Like, maybe now's the time to get in, especially because they allowed us to bypass the D League this year and a lot of other things. But it would have been cool to enter, but we all know how it ended up.
Yeah.
And rules are rules at the end of the day, so you can't be too upset with that because rules are rules. But yeah, I mean, I'm just happy to get a chance to at least play in the 3-on-3 PBA now too. So still the PBA, but just 3-on-3.
Yeah, just so you know, like everybody's hopes went up, bro. Everybody's hopes were up there when they said you had a chance. Jason, Taylor, Brandon, and those guys, man. And it was a bummer to find out that you couldn't make it, but when you got the news though that you weren't gonna make it, what was the first thing that entered your onto your mind? It was just like, what was your next move right away, or you were just like, oh fuck, let me think about this first?
Yeah, I mean, the first thing that entered my mind was, okay, so I'm gonna be home for a little bit longer, most likely. Just getting mentally preparing myself to just be away from the game for a few more months. Whenever another offer will come, hopefully from a European country or wherever it'll be. And then, of course, I got the news from TNT, and I hopped on it right away because it's a chance to represent the country, a little play in the country, and represent and represent. I guess you could
same
say.
Same thing.
Play in the country, and anytime I get that opportunity, I have to jump on it every time.
I think this is the first. This is gonna be the first like Filipino league you're gonna be in, right?
Yeah, like full Filipino for sure.
Yeah.
The first one.
Yeah, but your first taste was ABL and then Mighty Sports, right? So you rep the country.
It was Mighty Sports first, and then I played in the then I played
ABL. But first up, like, what was the conversation like with TNT?
They just it was really I was talking to Charlie about it and my uncle Brody about it, and they were really talking to them. So I didn't really have direct contact with them. but they were just interested in having me. Well, I really didn't know what team was interested. I just knew it was PBA 3-on-3. That's all I knew. And then, like I said, they sent an offer, and it was cool. And
it was cool. It was cool.
It was cool, and I jumped on it. But
I mean, you're gonna play for an MVP team though, so should be cool, bro.
Yeah, for sure. But
have you ever played 3x3?
I've never played official 3x3, but I have practiced the 3x3 game.
For real? Okay.
Yeah, once I realized that I may have that may be what I'm doing, I started practicing it right away. And luckily enough, I knew some people who actually play 3x3.
Oh, for sure, bro.
Yeah,
a lot of them.
Yeah, for sure. And I actually got to get some good practice in back home in the States, like a couple of weeks at least. And it opened my eyes to realize how fast paced it is, how tiring it really is.
Bro, people think it's easier.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I thought when I was watching it a couple years ago, I was like, oh, 3-on-3, that's gonna be easy. But actually practicing it and actually doing it, I was like, okay, this is actually kind of tough. Way different, completely different.
What you think is your biggest adjustment, or at least when you tried it out finally and you got practicing, what was your biggest adjustment from 5-on-5 to 3-on-3?
Man, the biggest adjustment is just the non-stop pace of the game, and I was helping a lot. I would always help. Like when the guy would drive, I would always help, and it's that's an automatic wide open shot,
Yeah.
So there's a few things that I picked up back home, and I know as the year goes on and as we keep practicing, I'll probably pick up on some more things. But as time goes on, I'll figure all that stuff out.
Yeah, and I think you're gonna get exposed in 3-on-3 way more than in 5-on-5, bro.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, it's a lot of isolation. A lot of mismatches could happen. And I know they're very physical in 3-on-3 too. You could get away with a little bit more too.
Yeah.
But I'm excited for it to prove to people, I could be physical too.
Yeah.
I could play physical.
Plus, you're known as an open court guy, so that'll be that'll be fun to see how you're gonna play in a half court setting and with more space to operate. Really break your man down 1-on-1, but at the same time, individual defense is gonna be very, very crucial in 3x3.
Yeah, for sure.
Who were the guys you got to talk to over here when you found out you were gonna play 3x3? Because bro, 3x3 here is big. I mean, with Joshua, Alvin, those guys, I'm sure, man. You talk to anyone from the Philippine 3x3?
The only person I've talked to was Taylor. Taylor Statham reached out to me, and he saw that I had signed, and then he reached out and said, "Good luck with everything. That's an awesome opportunity." But I know my friend Roosevelt played 3-on-3 as well for a little bit there.
Frankie.
But yeah, I know I don't know Frankie too well, but I know of him, of course. Yeah, Frankie was killing 3-on-3 for sure. But yeah, 3-on-3, I've watched a lot of the other leagues games and everything, and it is exciting. It's a very exciting game for sure.
No time to celebrate, no
time to celebrate, nothing. You can't hang on the rim when you dunk. You gotta just punch that in and start playing defense right away.
Yeah.
So very different.
Did you have a conversation with Jason when TNT offered you a spot?
Yeah, originally it was me, Brandon, and Jason were supposed to be on the same team. That was the original idea. So I came in thinking that I was going to be on their team. And then they made the rule about the one fill-in per team. So they end up, we had to go our separate ways and everything. Yeah. But
I guess we're waiting for Brandon. I mean, where he's gonna sign and he's gonna play.
Yeah, for sure. It'll be exciting. It's gonna be interesting playing against my former teammates for sure. But that'll be exciting.
You gonna post up on Jason or what?
Man, I mean, we'll see. Jason's a strong dude. Jason's a strong guy. So.
Bro, I know you're gonna be posting up on Jason. Come on, bro.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Only time will tell.
Yeah, for sure, man. But with Alab, though, I just want to ask you about your experience with Alab. I mean, playing for Coach Jimmy Alapag, you already know who Coach Jimmy is here in the Philippines, and playing alongside a couple of draftees. You almost played with Justin Brownlee in an official game, but I know you played with him in practice. But how was that whole experience like with Alab?
It was a great experience for me, actually. I feel like I grew a lot as an individual player and as a teammate as well. learned a lot throughout the year. Coach Jimmy taught me a lot throughout the year with my shot selection and seeing what I could do to contribute to a team without always having the ball in my hands or always being that main person. The assistant coaches were really great. Coach Mock, Coach MC, Coach Mink. We had a great staff. The trainers were really great. So I think it was a very good year for me. It was my first official, I wasn't even a full year because it got cut short, but that was my first official like full season. So it was really good learning experience for me. I learned a lot on how to win basketball games, like win very important games and what it takes to, become a champion. I feel like we would have became champions if the league would have panned out, but
bro,
it was very good for me.
Justin Brownlee was already practicing, bro. You probably did. You probably were gonna win the championship, bro. Justin's on your squad, bro.
Exactly.
Playing for Coach Jimmy, you already know like winning is the standard. Like there's no other thing that you're gonna go for but wins with Coach Jimmy. And how about with Mighty? How happy are you that Jamie went second, Mikey went fourth? I mean, these were your boys with Mighty.
Yeah.
What was that like?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it was really cool to see them get picked up in the top four.
Maya, I know mixed emotions. I know.
Yeah, of course. Of course. You know, I wish I could have been up there, but I'm always happy to see my guys get what they deserve. You know, I feel like either of them, any one of them could have been the number one pick, you know, or whichever. Any team got a great pick with those guys for sure. So I'm happy for all of them.
Yeah, but I'm sure you're more excited to go up against them one day down the road. Down the road.
One day. That's what I think in my head. I'm like, dang, like this is like they're the competition now. You know, like they're pretty much the competition. But those are my guys, and I wish them the best this year. Hopefully they stay healthy and have a great season.
Bro, I got a question for you. This is more of how you grew up. Was playing in the Philippines always part of your plan growing up? Or was it like a late option? I mean, we're not gonna take it the wrong way, but like, was it a late option?
Yeah. Growing up, I had no idea about Philippine basketball at all. Like, no idea. You know, my mom would talk about it a little bit, but not too much. And then when I was in high school, my uncle Brody was always just messaging me, always posting me on Facebook, and I was like, oh, okay, like that's cool, that's nice. He supported me, and like little did I know he was really putting me on the scene in the Philippines, like getting my film out here and everything. And he was telling me way back when I was in high school, before I was 16 years old, to get my passport. To get
come on,
set.
Maya.
Yeah, for real. To this day, I'm in my head, I'm like, dang, like you were right. Like I should have done it. But I just never really thought of, you know, like I just never took the time to look it up and see how amazing the basketball culture is out here. You know, so I personally regret not being knowledgeable about that. But I know when I have my kids, they're gonna be set. They get their passport, you feel me, everything. I'm gonna let them know about any basketball around the world. But I'm happy now that I'm getting the opportunity to come out here and continue my career, and it's a great opportunity to be here for sure.
Yeah, bro. It's a great start. I mean, the inaugural season of 3x3, I'm sure it's gonna be, you know, it's gonna give you the right exposure to be known again out here, because like I said, you did play out here, but it was in the ABL. Like you had a few home games. It wasn't as, you get what I'm saying? Like, you get what I'm saying, man? I don't want to say anything bad about the ABL, but I'm just saying, like, it's different.
It's just not the not the main Philippine
exactly,
league,
bro. I mean,
you know.
Did you have plans of playing in the D League or MPBL?
I was gonna play in the D League after I played with Mighty the first time. Coach Charles was trying to convince me to do it with Rosie. He wanted me to take the same path Rosie did. But I was still trying to get into the European market at that time, because I started that year in Luxembourg in Europe, ended up getting cut short, and then I went to Mighty. And afterwards, I actually did have interest in the Czech Republic. I had them calling me and everything. Ended up giving my spot away to somebody else. So I had that hope of, okay, maybe I could be an import in Europe still. Yeah. So I was waiting. And now I just feel like at this point in my life, I can't wait around for anyone to see if I'm good or not. I just got to, no matter what, keep playing, keep proving that I'm good enough to play. And no matter where I go, I just need to be blessed that I could continue to play the game of basketball.
Yeah, and I'm sure now that you've seen like the Philippines and you've been around the area, you know how big basketball is around here. I don't know if any other country is as passionate as the Philippines for basketball, bro.
It's like religion. It's a religion out here. For
sure. Yeah, bro. You could be walking around. They don't really like know you, but they're like, yeah, he's a basketball player. I know.
Yep, exactly.
this is a question, like this is a personal question coming from me. How was it like to play against Melo Ball, bro?
Melo, baby Melo Jeremiah. Pba 6. Melo in the attack zone. Jeremiah on the toe. Melo, the young, turns over. To Jeremiah on the lane.
Melo Ball, man, that was a great experience for me. You know, he's a lot younger than me, but age doesn't really matter.
Nope.
He's a very talented player, very talented. And, you know, I played against him when he was a kid. He was in 8th grade. Yeah, like 7th grade, I played against the Ball brothers. And I was in high school, and that's when he was in 7th grade, middle school, playing with 17-year-olds, you know? And I got to play against him back then, and it's just crazy to see, like, the way he grew and the player he became. And he's really good. It was a great I took the experience very, you know, I wanted to show, like, okay, this is a future NBA player. Like, I don't care if he's 18 years old. I have to go at him, you know?
Jeremiah, throw it down.
But it was a great experience in the Drew League, especially very high pro-am in LA. Quavo was at the game. Like, there were celebrities on the freaking court side. So it was a really good experience. But Melo's a great player. To see him kill the NBA like he is, it makes it even better because, you know, we won both games I played against him. And I had a pretty good game in the playoffs. I had a pretty good game that game. So it was a great experience, though.
And you were matched up against him, too. You were guarding him.
Yeah, I guarded him for 4.5 quarters, and then he scored on me twice in a row. And then Casper Ware came up to me and said, "Nah, switch, come on."
I got him.
Yeah, you know, I personally think I played solid defense, but, you know, he's a good player, so he's gonna
for
score.
sure, man. But wait, so you played against like Afro Melo?
He had the little like faux hawk.
Oh yeah, the faux hawk, and then with the braces on, and like the young Melo, huh?
Yup, young Melo, yup, crazy, freaking shoot behind his head, Melo, like this. And he's the same. He had the same mentality from when he was in 6th grade to now. That same "I'm the best on the court" mentality. Like he always had that.
And he was going up against men like guys older than him, right?
Mm-hmm. Since he was young, and that experience, like you see, like at this young age, however old he is, 18.
Yep.
He's playing really well in the NBA, you know, because he has all that experience.
And you played post and NBL Melo, right? You played like post.
It was the summer before he left to the NBL.
Oh,
yeah,
okay. So he was
right after
he signed. Then he was gonna.
Yeah. So right after our team knocked him out of the Drew League, he took the next flight to Australia and went to the NBL.
Funniest thing though, I don't know if you watch Ball in the Family, but was this the conversation he had with LeVar when he was like, "Yo, I'm gonna finish the Drew League before I fly out to Australia because I'm an MVP candidate," and and then you knocked him out the playoffs, bro.
Oh, I can't go to 15th.
What you mean you can't go to 15th?
Then you got to push it back because the playoffs for the Drew League.
Playoffs is finna come up for the Drew League, and I just want to finish that and then get ready for the Lower Hawks in Australia.
And I'm in the running for the MVP, so finish that out. And you said don't halfway stuff, finish the whole thing. So.
Oh, now you gonna come at me with what I say?
Yeah.
Oh, you cold, boy. You cold.
Yeah, that was it. My dad watches that show, so he showed me that little clip, and actually our game was on that show too.
Oh, for real? Yeah, I think exactly, bro. That's where I saw it. I was like, damn, this is Jeremiah Gray. Hold up, this is Jeremiah Gray. I was like, damn, that was a hell of an experience, brother. Like,
yeah, great experience. I mean, I think it's supposed to happen again this year or this summer, the Drew League, but I'm not gonna be able to make it.
Yeah,
so.
and bro, like. Obviously, when you watch Ball in the Family, obviously the highlights are gonna be pro Melo. But I saw a couple of stops there.
They blamed it on the refs. But I think I did a great job. I think I did a really good job.
Bro, this guy was matching up against Melo just a year ago, and now, let me just give you a couple minutes just to say what's up to all your Filipino fans, and tell them what's up and invite them over to watch you play 3-on-3, bro.
Yeah, for sure. Hello, all my Filipino fans. It's great to be here. I hope you guys are excited to watch me play. I'm gonna do the best I can. I'm gonna leave it all on the floor out there for y'all, and come support whenever you guys can. Tune into the inaugural season of Pba 3X3.
Right now, just last thing. Can you promise us that you will not fucking procrastinate and get your papers done?
No, so this is perfect. I want to talk about this because I be seeing on Twitter everybody dogging me for not getting my papers done, and he was in the Philippines for a whole year and didn't do anything. But here is the real story right here.
Exclusive right here. Jeremiah Gray will explain what's up with his papers. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Okay, so this is what's going on. I have every document I need. My papers are 100% legit. I brought everything to the embassy, gave it to the agent who's helping me out, brought it to the embassy. And the reason why they did not approve my papers is because, and I know a lot of people went through this same little rule, it's because my mom's last name and her dad's last name are spelled differently by one letter. So they had to have my mom get an affidavit and come out here. So the process, it was just too late for me to even do anything, even though I was out here. I couldn't do anything. So that once that's all fixed, which is already done, got the affidavit ready. All we need to do is take it to the embassy and wait for them to approve it. And I'm sure this time, hopefully, they don't find anything else wrong. But that was the only problem.
So that happened the draft was nearing.
That happened freaking when back in around right before I left the country. So it was near March.
Okay.
And, I had more time, I guess, to do it. But with the whole COVID situation, I couldn't find time to really, I didn't feel safe coming out here, first of all, because what the news was saying, and I didn't want to leave my family back home and go travel, but I'm here now. So everything's going to be set. I should be good for next year. Yep.
All right. We're going to wait for that, man. But there's the real story as to why Jeremiah Gray.
I tried. Me, Jason, and Brandon, we all tried. We tried when we were there.
And I'm gonna ask Jason when I see him. I want to know his story too. But yeah,
get Jason.
That was it. So technically, we ain't gonna see the Jeremiah Gray show in the PBA, well, at least for 5-on-5, because of one fucking letter. One letter.
Because it's literally an O and a W.
What's your mom's last name?
It's Dayao. Dayao. And her dad's
Dayao. Okay.
And her dad's was spelled Dayau. So they said, we don't know if that's actually her dad.
So what's your real last name? What's the real last name now? With the W or with the O?
With the O.
With the O.
With the O. Yeah.
Okay. So you're Jeremiah Dayao Gray.
Yes.
Damn, that's as Filipino as it gets, bro. Dayao. Come on, man.
Come on. Yup. And I had no problem getting my passport. No problem with anything, but this recognition, and I understand them though, because there's a lot of Phil shams, fake passports, so they have to take precaution, and they don't want to, let people who aren't Filipino in the Filipino league unless they're imports.
Just to be clear with everyone, he's not complaining up with the rules. He's just saying it was because of that. That's why it wasn't because he was neglecting fixing his papers. It wasn't because he was procrastinating or lazy.
Exactly. I mean, shoot, I'm trying to get in that league. I want to play there. That'll be good.
Bro, everybody's excited for you, man. You would have been. What pick would you have been? You think? Come on, be honest with me, bro. What pick you think?
I personally don't. I don't even know. I personally don't know. I don't know what the teams needed. Certain teams needed certain players, so it just all depends on what a team needs. But, wherever I get picked, I'll be happy to honor to just get picked, period. The real work starts when you get picked and when you're on the team. That's what really matters. Because you can get picked high, but it just depends on what you do when you're playing. The rookie of the year this year was he was a later pick. Aaron.
Aaron
Yeah,
Black.
Aaron.
Yeah, like 28 or something like that. 20
Yeah, he was a later pick, but
Yeah.
that made him hungry. He worked
sure.
his ass off and wanted to prove that
Bro,
I could have been up there too.
You're not gonna be a 20 pick. Come on, bro, don't. I mean, I love Aaron, man. Aaron did his thing, but don't. You're not gonna be a 20. Come on, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not buying that shit. I'm not buying that shit, bro.
Oh man, I mean, I'm gonna try my best to prove that I could be number one. But like I said, wherever I go, I'll be blessed to be picked. Period.
Hey man, the number one spot is open. I mean, for next year, no one knows who's gonna enter the draft. But I'm gonna let you know right now, though. When y'all were told that you couldn't make it to this year's draft, everybody from this year's draft was hella happy. The ones for next year's draft, though, are like, fuck these four.
Man, yeah. I feel like if we all would have made it,
it would have been crazy.
Crazy draft. Yeah, it would have been a crazy draft for sure.
Next year's not gonna be easy though. I mean, next year's not gonna be any like it's still gonna be.
Yeah, it's still gonna be good because you still got people like 30 who may
Kobe,
come in.
Maybe
Kobe could come in. So there's still some good players out here that still haven't gotten to that league. So
your boy Juan, Javi.
Yeah, well, the Gomez De Leonos, man, they could come in. There's a lot of players out here.
Dave can also come in next year. Like it's gonna be a crazy.
It's gonna be a cool draft, And I feel like the PBA is in good hands for the next decade, and so on and so forth. So it's really exciting for the PBA, and for us as the players to compete in a very strong league.
Yeah, and I'm happy. I'm excited for Jeremiah Gray, the 2022 26th pick.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's get it.
No one's buying that shit, bro. Can you reveal who your teammates are gonna be or not? Or you don't even know yet?
I wish I could. But
so you know.
So
you know.
I don't know myself. I wish I could, but I don't know. Once I get out of this quarantine, I'll get to meet the managers, meet the meet the people that are in charge of everything, and then finally get to talk to them and formally see what's going on.
All right, just a piece of advice: be nice, because the MVP group, they take care of their players, bro. So be nice.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I remember meeting MVP when I visited back in 2016, and hopefully he still remembers me. I'm sure maybe he still remembers me.
Bro, whatever he says, just say yes, boss. Yes, boss. Will do, boss.
Yeah, for sure.
Excited for you, brother. You take care of yourself. Hopefully you keep yourself sane out there. And man, excited to see you play, man. I'm sure all your fans are excited to see you, compete finally in the PBA.
Yeah, man, me too. I'm excited. Thank you for having me on the show. I
for sure, brother. Thank you for your time, man. I know you got a lot of time over there, but still, I appreciate you, bro.
For real, I got nothing but time right now. So.
All right, man. Stay healthy, stay safe, and keep yourself sane, my guy.
Yes, sir.
All right, brother.
Thank
See you. Peace, bro.
Yep.